a little bit of figuring out
All right, if you just want to start by giving me your first and last name, you can leave that there.
Okay.
We can do a mic check kind of.
Yep. Marcus Johnson, offensive line coach, University of Missouri.
Talk to me a little bit about this offseason so far and what you guys are looking for in the offensive line headed into camp.
For one, and I was just saying to the guys in the room a short while ago of, Coach Russell bragging on them. It sounds like it's been a really good summer from those guys, and I told them that our job throughout camp is going to be to just stack good days on good days, and essentially just being consistent throughout the course of camp.
Any big guys that you're looking to step up and take some of those starting roles?
To me, it's everybody. Just because you start, and if you paid any attention to the offensive line and the line of scrimmage over the last couple of years, just because you started the season there doesn't mean that you finished the season there. So we just got to get as many guys ready to go as possible. So they know it in that room that every day we're competing, not necessarily competing against one another, in my opinion, as much as competing against yourself.
Coach Drink talked a lot in Atlanta about, this is his third season, the culture that he's trying to set. Are you on board with that culture, and kind of what are the main things about that you're trying to implement in your players?
One of the things, of course, no doubt I'm with the culture. Our job, in my opinion, as assistant coaches is to continue to echo his message, so it's things we talk and discuss in staff meeting, we'll bring it to the position meeting. So just making sure everybody's on the same page and not leaving any gray area for anyone.
Yeah, and obviously the quarterback is a big thing right now. Are you kind of just telling your guys on the offensive line, whoever it is, make sure you protect them, right?
Correct. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is back there for us, just like it doesn't matter who it is. If somebody gets hurt and now I'm next up starting in the lineup, nobody cares about that. At the end of the day, it's about execution and getting your job done, regardless. We've been here where there's been true freshmen that played, and redshirt freshmen that played. So to me, it doesn't matter. Whatever your role is, in my opinion, you got to own it.
We've had a lot of changes, obviously, every team has with the transfer portal and everything else. So has that affected you guys in any type of way this season, kind of staying up to date on who's in the portal and everything like that?
Absolutely. I mean, you're always aware of the portal. And, obviously, today's day and age, you got to be aware of the portal, because you're doing whatever it takes to improve your team and squad, So I think that's a big deal in college football nowadays. And not only that, it's kind of sped up to as soon as a guy jump in the portal, you better know a lot of information about that young man.
Yeah, going into camp, just some of the biggest things that you're looking forward to as far as getting the reps and things like that.
With me, it'll be a lot of different rotations, because I know it's going to be a point in time where a lot of guys play. And again, just echoing to the guys in the room, be ready when your name is called upon. You with me? You got to always be ready and not necessarily locked in that I'm a third string guy or fourth string guy, because you're one or two snaps away from being in the starting lineup. So my job is to get everybody ready. And once we get to figure out who the first five are, it's my job to start creating depth from there.